Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is February the 11th, 2018. And as always, this is our daily cryptocurrency market snapshot where we are giving you all the news according to the charts. And we're giving you our price predictions and our price forecast where we think the major cryptocurrencies / altcoins are going to go in the next trading day. Okay. Everything that's mentioned on this channel as well as this video is not to be considered investment advice because we are not investment advisors, but rather we are being your source of news to tell you all where these cryptocurrencies are likely to be going over the next couple of days. And matter of fact, the market for the cryptocurrency space continues to consolidate and trade sideways towards this area of support. And even for today's trading day, the market continued to move lower. Our analysis was just to do just that, for the market to continue to move lower, and it did that on today. Now, as we look into these other charts for today, our analysis continues to be the same. We're looking for much of the same consolidation, trading sideways, and even you might get a couple of more trading days to where the market may actually break support. Okay, so keep that in mind. We definitely are seeing a lackadaisical sense of the cryptocurrency market participants into not bringing this price higher. So definitely we may even have another huge move lower. So we have to be careful about that as well. But nevertheless, if you guys keep it tuned in here to this channel, you guys would definitely be ahead of the curve because we have been forecasting the movement of this cryptocurrency space ever since July of 2017. So now looking at this website, the market cap is right there hovering around $400 billion. Bitcoin as well is going down 34.3%. So it kind of gives you all a general sense of the market movement and how it's been slowly moving lower, or even you can say consolidating and trading sideways. So even for today, currently looking at this website, Bitcoin is down 4.29%, as well as Ethereum down almost 4%, Ripple is down 4%, Bitcoin Cash down 2.5%. Cardano is down almost 7%, Litecoin down 2%, Stellar 6.5%, Neo almost 4.5%, almost 5%, EOS down 5%, NAM is down 8%, IOTA is down 7.15%. So across the board, at least the top 15 cryptocurrencies are trending lower on today's trading day, which should not come as no surprise to you all because we told you that yesterday in our video that we were anticipating these cryptocurrencies to continue to move lower. Now, let's get started on our analysis. Bitcoin is down 6.19%. Last trade was $8,032.90. And as always, we told you all yesterday that resistance came in around 9,000. We are maintaining that we are getting stockpile coming in the market for Bitcoin. The volume is a lot lighter, so that is one of the only positive things for the continuation of consolidation for Bitcoin is due to the fact that the volume is a little lighter than what's been the last 3 trading days. A quick look at the 3-hour bar for Bitcoin. So we have 6 more minutes on this particular 3-hour bar, and we're getting weakness in the market for Bitcoin. So we're still looking for the market to move lower in Bitcoin. $7,800 will be the first area of support, and that's going to be a huge area that the market needs to find support. Now, when I say $7,800, I'm meaning in or around that price. So it could come down to these lows, which is $7,851. Okay, so keep that in mind. But we're looking for the market for Bitcoin to continue to move lower. We have been receiving weakness, precursors of weakness, stockpiles selling in the market ever since the market came up against resistance. So we still have no interest in higher prices for Bitcoin. So the market at least should come down to the lows of these bars or even $7,800. Okay. So now let's go ahead and check out Ethereum. Ethereum is down 4.93%. Last trade was $809.16. So let's take a quick look at Ethereum as well. The market is still giving us precursors to weakness on the daily price bar. We are seeing some buying coming in the market, but the volume is lighter. So this is currently a probable precursors of strength. So we do need to get confirmation on tomorrow's daily bar, because if the bar on tomorrow or the next bar closes above this previous close, then that definitely tells us that buyers are in the market. But right now we are still seeing precursors of weakness. 3-hour bar again will give us the same clue. Just like with Bitcoin, the market is definitely giving us precursors of weakness. So we're still looking for Ethereum to continue to move lower. Now, hopefully that support will come in or around the low of this particular bar, which is $795, even $800, or the true area support, which is around 775, in or around that price, are those support areas that we're looking for Ethereum to come and touch. Now, if it cannot touch those two price areas, then definitely it's going to move a lot lower than that. Okay. But right now we're expecting the market for Ethereum to continue its move lower. So now let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. Down 2.4%. Last trade was $1,210.30. And again, we still are noticing precursors of weakness on the daily price bar. I told you all a couple of videos ago that we're still expecting the market to trade in Bitcoin Cash, just like what it's done here around December. Okay, so we're looking for the market just to continue to consolidate, bounce between support and resistance, and that is exactly what is going on right now. Resistance is around $1,400, support is around 1,000. So expect the market just to continue to bounce until we get a lot more precursors of strength bar to reveal itself in between that price area. Okay, so now let's take a look at the 3-hour bar for Bitcoin Cash. So we have 2.5 more minutes before this particular 3-hour bar closes. Still getting precursors of weakness, not interested in higher prices. You guys can definitely tell that $1,200 in or around that has been holding as support, 1190. So that is a possibility that the market can come all the way down to 1190, find that support just like it did on these 3-hour bars, and move higher. Because one of the things I'm noticing for Bitcoin Cash is the volume. It's a lot lighter as the market has been coming out in time. The volume has been dwindling and the market has not been falling as far as with Ethereum and Bitcoin. So Bitcoin Cash is definitely giving us more probability, a little slighter increase of it moving higher. Okay, I'm going to look at the 1-hour bar for Bitcoin Cash. So even on the 1-hour bar, if this current 1-hour bar closes below this previous closes all the way up there at 1250, then we're still expecting Bitcoin Cash to move lower, and it might just come down to 1180 and then bounce higher from there. Because if it breaks around 1180, 1190, then 1160 in or around that area will be the next area of support. Okay, so keep that in mind. But overall, as the market is trading around that 1200 to 1360 area, it's getting hit with a lot of stockpile and sellers in the market. So we're looking for Bitcoin Cash to move lower. And I told you all that it might not move that low. It might come down to 1190 or even 1160 and bounce higher than that. If that's the case, then that's a pretty good sign that Bitcoin is still maintaining its strength somewhat. Okay, but if it breaks 1160, then it is definitely giving us more precursors of weakness than strength. Now we're looking at Ripple. Ripple is down 6.4%. Last trade was around 96 cents. So we just had the continuation of all the selling that came in the market yesterday for Ripple, and it continues to tell us that the market is not ready for higher prices. Okay, we are seeing though a probable precursors of strength in Ripple on the daily price bars. So that tells us that we need to get confirmation tomorrow. So we have to watch the market tomorrow to see if the next bar is going to close above this previous close, because if so, then the buyers in the market has consumed all of the selling that occurred today. Currently on the 3-hour bars, we are receiving precursors of weakness and stockpile in the market in Ripple. So again, we're looking for them to move lower. Might come down to the low of these two bars, which was 92.5 cents, or it could come all the way back down to 90 cents or even lower than that. Okay, but definitely we are not seeing interest in higher prices in Ripple as well. So our analysis is for them to continue to move lower. We told you all where that support is. So if it does not hold those support areas, then definitely expect Ripple to continue to move lower. Okay. So now we are looking at Litecoin. Litecoin is up 0.26%. Last trade was $149.68. So we have another probable precursor of strength. Volume is real light. So Litecoin, if this current bar that is forming closes above its previous close on the daily price bar, then expect Litecoin to continue to move higher. Okay. 3-hour bars for Litecoin. Again, we're getting stockpile, lack of interest in higher prices right now in Litecoin. So definitely we're looking for the market to continue to move lower, or at best trade sideways. $144 would be that support area that we're looking for Litecoin to come to, but it can definitely move lower than that. If $144 is not going to hold, then 140 will be the next area. As I zoom out, it just seems as if Litecoin is just consolidating as well. $140 is support. $155 has been acting as resistance, even all the way up to 170. Okay, so keep that in mind. But definitely we're not getting a lot of interest on the 3-hour bars for Litecoin. So our analysis is for them to continue to move lower. So now we're looking at Dash. Dash is up 0.12%. Last trade was $579.30. Again, we did have some buyers come in the market for Dash today, but we still have a lot more. The market did still close lower than the previous close. Volume is lighter though, so that's a good sign to see. But nevertheless, let's see what happened on the 3-hour bars. So again, just like with all the other altcoins for today, we're still getting lack of interest in higher prices in Dash. So the market can actually continue to move lower, back down to and around $560. But we are not surprised if it breaks 560 and move lower than that, even towards $540. We're not getting interest in higher prices in Dash as well. So our analysis is for them to continue to move lower. Okay. Now we're looking at Neo. Neo is up 0.8%. Last trade was $102.40. Daily price bar for Neo. Again, lack of interest in higher prices. Stockpile is still coming in the market. Buyers did come in though, so we are paying attention to that the market may actually move a little higher, but it is dependent on what this current bar is going to do. Okay. 3-hour bar for Neo. Again, lack of interest in higher prices, or at least around $100 to $108 for Neo right now. Hopefully that support did just come in on these two lows right here, which is 101, even around, I was going to say $100, but it came and touched $101. Hopefully that's going to hold that support. So now you have to pay attention to what is going to happen on this 3-hour bar. If it closes above the previous 3-hour close, then expect Neo to continue to move higher. If not, it will continue to move lower, hopefully back down to and around $96. Okay. But given the amount of weakness that we have around $108 all the way up to 110, continues to tell us that the market is not ready for higher prices. Okay, so we're expecting them to move lower until it finds support. And we told you all where we think or expect those support areas to be. Now, if we continue to get precursors of weakness around those areas, then expect the market to continue to move lower. Now, let's check out Monero. Monero is up 0.41%. Last trade was $228. Daily price bar for Monero. Again, we had a very wide spread down bar today. Buyers did come in the market, so they're trying to maintain price above $220. 3-hour bars for Monero. We are still receiving weakness in the market for Monero as well. $220 hopefully can hold that support if where it's currently trading and cannot hold. Okay, so right now we're in a very important area for Monero to find support. Right now it is not honoring that support, so at least the next area is going to be $220. We are getting precursors of weakness in the market. No interest in higher prices right now. So our analysis for Monero is for them to continue to move lower. Next is going to be Cardano, up 0.34%. Last trade was around 35 cents. So we had another push to go down bar today in Cardano. Market volume is a lot lighter than what it was yesterday. So at least some of the selling is drying up. So that's one of the only key aspects that is at least making us confident into saying that the whole market is going to close or move lower tomorrow. Okay. 3-hour bar for ADA. Again, we're receiving nothing but precursors of weakness bars on the 3-hour bar. The market did not honor this push to go up bar, which is continuing to tell us that the market is not ready for higher prices. Market runs a higher probability of coming down to find that support again at 34 cents. Okay, now we receive more precursors of weakness around 34 cents than 32 cents. It's going to be that next area. Okay, but definitely we're getting precursors of weakness bars on this chart. So our analysis is for them to continue to move lower. 34 cents is the first initial price area, and then 32 cents in around those price areas. It's where we're looking for ADA to find support. Okay. So now that's all I have for today, February the 11th, 2018. Quick recap on what I just mentioned on the analysis of these altcoins is that on the 3-hour bars, we are seeing precursors of weakness. So our analysis for many of these altcoins were for them to continue to move lower to find support. Our initial price areas are not far from where they're trading right now. So the market can find support real quick and bounce higher from there. But as well, the market can break those support areas and move substantially lower from where it's currently trading. So keep that in mind. And as well, the volume for today on the daily price bars for these Litecoins is lighter than what it's been the last three or four trading days, which is a symbol to tell you all that the market is not really that weak into moving lower. So that's the only caveat that we have that can actually make the market move higher on tomorrow. Okay, so we do notice that fact as well. So that's why you got to distinguish between, or you have to weigh out which is stronger, the precursors of strength or the precursors of weakness, in order to determine where the market is going to go. So that's the only caveat we got, but we do notice it, that they can move higher. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Everyone stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.